Hello, Mean Green fans, and welcome to the Volleyball Center in the Mean Green Athletic Village. I'm Hank Dickinson, and it's a pleasure to be able to introduce you to the latest of the coaching family for the Mean Green, and she is Kristee Porter, our new head women's volleyball coach. Welcome. I know you had a chance to meet some fans and some other members of the staff at a basketball game recently, but it's my pleasure to finally get a chance to say hello to you.
Well, thank you so much. Yes, I got to go to a basketball game. So much fun. Really enjoyed it. It's another passion of mine, and got to really see the fan base and the excitement, and so I'm ready to go to another one.
Well, you're coming to North Texas from McNeese State, an old foe of North Texas back in the Southland years. A great place to begin a career. It looks like a lot of people have been able to use schools like that to kind of get their footing, but you had a really interesting beginning because you landed in Lake Charles at a time where some horrific weather events took place, right. Some COVID events took place. How did you navigate the first couple of years there?
Well, it was definitely interesting to say the least, but I inherited such an incredible group of young women that kind of just weathered everything with me and made it easier to kind of figure things out as we went along. They were able to adjust really quickly, and the communication had to be really clear, concise, and they followed along, and it kind of went by the game plan. And so even though it was difficult, they made it enjoyable still. Like I said, great group of young women that just kind of rolled with it and did an amazing job.
Well, and you did an amazing job getting the most wins in a number of years at McNeese, and you also competed right here in the Volleyball Center at
Yes.
North Texas. So you've seen this for what it is. It's a compact gym, but it definitely has some home court advantage, and I know you, at least from a cursory level, were impressed when you were here.
Oh, absolutely. The environment here was phenomenal. The band playing, I loved it all. The energy was so good. I always like intimate courts, the smaller courts where, you know, you can fill it, pack it, standing room only. Those are exciting for me.
Let's talk a little bit before we get back to your North Texas decision to come here about just your overall background. Tyler, Texas native, so you are a Texan, coaching now at North Texas, but went out to the West Coast. And your career at UCLA, to me, is fascinating. Not one, not two, but three sports.
Right.
Which was your favorite of the three between volleyball, which you're coaching, basketball, which you played at a high level, and track and field?
You know, I get that question a lot. Which sport was your favorite? And it really depends on for what reason. Volleyball was my absolute favorite competitively. I really love the beauty of the movement, the strategy that's involved. Basketball, loved my basketball teammates, the camaraderie on that team, and track, just being able to compete individually and doing something that I've loved and I've been passionate about for so long. So I love them all for different reasons. I'm not sure I could pick one above the other.
But you end up becoming a volleyball coach, and you got back to your East Texas roots at Navarro. Between growing up, going to Westwood, and then coming back to Texas, how has that journey been?
I am so Southern, and even in California, they will tell you that I am truly Southern. So it was always something I knew I would do. I would always come back home, and that has been the mission since I left UCLA. I played a very long professional career for about 10 years overseas, and even then I knew I would come back to Texas and come back home.
So you have the advantage now to be able to talk to young ladies as you recruit them about not only what happens in their 4 to 5 years on a college campus, but the possibility of playing professionally. It's a finite opportunity, I would guess, in the volleyball world compared to what fans see in the NBA and the NFL. Sure. But what is that message about trying to live that dream and play for a few years out of college?
Well, I think there has to be a realistic message to it, saying not everyone gets that opportunity, but those that really want it, that work hard, that have the talent to do so, have this amazing opportunity to pretty much travel and see the world doing something that they love doing. And who wouldn't want to experience that? I had a blast being able to, you know, hop from country to country and playing volleyball, which is a sport that I've loved for a long time now. So it gave me the opportunity to see the world, and it's something that I would want for any volleyball player that would like to do that.
So you've been well traveled, you've enjoyed a lot of the benefits of being at the top level of the sport, and now you're at North Texas. What was it about the University of North Texas that appealed to you in the recruiting process to try to bring you here?
Every single bit of it. The location, for one. I've always wanted to be in the DFW area. The family environment, meeting everyone here on campus kind of solidified that this is where I wanted to be. It felt natural from day one for me, and the ability to recruit to this area. I think it's one of the best volleyball regions in the country. And so just to build those relationships, be able to recruit to an amazing environment, amazing university, it's a dream for me.
People always talk about the brand of the university, the brand of the teams that compete. What is your brand going to be all about as you launch into your volleyball program here?
Yeah, so for my teams, I really say we're kind of a blue-collar group. We're about the work and not about all of the frills, which you kind of get the picture coming from Louisiana and being in all of that devastation. It really was about the work and putting in the work regardless of what was being built around us. We were still going to do what we needed to do on the court. So we're a hard-working group, and that's really what I want my team to be known for, a team that works hard, never quits, and competes at the highest level possible.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on having everybody in tow, and it's exciting to have you here. I hope Mean Green fans are as excited about women's volleyball as we are. Kristee, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Kristee Porter, the new boss of Mean Green women's volleyball.